From the LeHigh Arena at the Wellington District Community Center, it is Game 2 of the Hasty P Cup, the 8-game Summit Series style event between the Wellington Dukes and the Trenton Golden Hawks, presented by Trent Valley Distributors. Welcome back to LeHigh Arena, everybody. Here are the starting goaltenders today for the Trenton Golden Hawks. Oliver Troop will make his first appearance in the Hasty P Cup. Last season with the G-Hawks, 22 games played, a .245 goals against, a .915 save percentage. It's a Dukes debut for Daniel Botello as well this afternoon. He played with the Stainer, the junior B Loop last season. 19 games played, 12 wins, 6 losses, a .352 goals against, an .889 save percentage. Eli Schiller was scheduled to start again. That was a last-minute change, but we're hearing from the Dukes that it's just a goaltender rotation that they're going with throughout the course of this Hasty P Cup. Wellington in there, whites again, Trenton in there, blacks again, and once again we're underway. Game 2 of the Hasty P Cup here, presented by Trent Valley Distributors. Here's who is not in the lineup for the respective clubs this afternoon. Commit gets it out of the Wellington zone. Here's a centering pass and a backhand try. They score! Dukes get the forecheck going. They force a turnover and work a nice play in front. They'll take a 1-0 lead for the second game in a row. Great no-look pass from Miller to Ben Woodhouse. And he's not going to miss from there all too often. Evan Miller, the 19-year-old, with a nice forecheck, able to create the turnover and had great awareness to find his man out front. So Woodhouse from Miller. Trenton trying to answer as they scramble around the Wellington net. Played back to the point. Now thrown on. Good save by Botello. Rebound loose at the edge of the crease. Knocked back to the line. Fired on again and off the crossbar. And the Hawks thought that they had scored. Referee Chris Galway was right there to make the call and wave it off, and now Botello is down and yet to get back up to his feet. And I don't know how much we can slow that down, that wired shot, but Botello is heading straight to the bench. And not good news, naturally, for the Wellington Dukes.
The Toffelmeyer walking off with him there.
Former Greater Kingston AAA product, and he'll turn away his first shot. In fact, he'll hold on to it with Greater Kingston. 273 goals against in 19 games last season for Morrow. Still just 16 years old, so right into the fire he goes here in game number 2.
And one of 3 16-year-olds at the Wellington Dukes welcome this year.
Picked up by White on the left side. James White trying to muscle his way in. Griffin Fox gave him some trouble, but still turned into a long shot. They score! Second of the series for James White, and just about as far out as the first one. Drives the net and gets a nice bounce off the low bouncing point shot. And the Dukes, for the second time in a row, have a 2-0 lead.
James White, just one of 7 veterans that the Wellington Dukes are welcoming back. The Peterborough native last season had 15 games played, 5 goals and 11 assists, so onto a pretty good role in this different environment for sure. Nice little tip by Evan Miller there. Let's see if he gets credit for it.
Well, Dukes have come out of that bit of confusion with some life, and look again, James White leading the train back to the bench.
Just as fast as we got started.
Well, he just sets up in front of the net, and if you can't move the big man out, they leave him all alone, and it's another outstanding pass across from Miller. Watch 7 on your screen, gets it to the backhand, and just knows he's going to have James White by the net, and he finds him. And it's Trenton able to pick it up in the neutral zone and steam in. There's a shot, good save, rebound also stopped, and the puck loose in behind Morrow, and he'll lean back on it and hold on.
Nice hustle play by Owen Carlisle there, number 8 on both ends.
Well, the Golden, we think injured. Daniel Botello injured enough that he didn't return to the game. Long shot. Morrow got a piece of it, but it'll trickle by. And inside the last minute of the first period, the Golden Hawks are on the board. Looked like a fairly harmless wrist shot from the point, but
Just
lots of traffic in front.
Dave, yeah, lots of traffic in front as Griffin Fox celebrates there. Just a slow trickle behind his shoulder.
Puck ends up in a pile, and Trenton might get one more rush. Just 5 seconds left as they hit the red line. And the long shot from Bruder, held on to by Morrow. And that'll end the first period. This afternoon, we can tell you the scoring in a moment, but first, Lindsay, let's take a look at some of the intermission sanitization procedures that are going on here at the rink.
Yes, of course, it's a part of the OJHL's return to rink plan. Disinfectant fogger machine has been now used with all arenas in partnership with Clean Quip System Inc. That's what the OJHL decided to partner with. All benches and nets get disinfected between each period. We saw them disinfect heavily before the game as well. And this is standard procedure now, what we're dealing with. But of course, OJHL taking extra precautions, additional precautions. That, though, is the Total Sports magazine, and that is where you will find the lineup for the Hasty P series. Both the Trenton and Wellington Dukes goes in depth about who's playing, where they're from, what position they're from, and it's been a great guide for us as we continue to adjust to much younger lineups.
Yeah, and he'll carry it back down with speed. Gets into the zone, feeds the slot, Bancroft passed it off, they score! Well, no penalty called, no problem. Griffin Fox will cut it to a 1-goal lead, and that's a beautiful little passing play from the Trenton Golden Hawks to make it 3-2.
Reminiscent of the Rugden Hill shot last game.
Bancroft with great eyes to see Fox on his right side. And similar to Evan Miller's pass earlier on in the game, just a little no-look. Backhand pass off to the right, feeling the pressure from Yakovljevic down low. Now sent across. Morrow sliding over and squares up nicely and makes the save. Takes down his man. There are Dukes all over the ice, and it's turning into an odd man rush for Trenton. Bancroft across, dropped back into the slot, and the trailer there. Jake Campbell couldn't get to it, but they'll follow up the play, and they'll tie the game. Trenton Golden Hawks have been relentless in their second efforts this afternoon, and they score 3 unanswered to even it up. And Dalton Bancroft, after some excellent hustle to get down the ice and keep the play alive, involved in the play again. Another look at this last Trenton goal. And just good selfless play here by Bancroft. Couldn't get a shot off and sees 2 black jerseys on the other side of the crease, so I'll just slip it over there and see if somebody can tap it in. And that's it. 4 seconds left. Hawks are going to get one more shot. It'll go high and wide and not trouble Ethan Morrow. Jamieson sends it far side. Bruder looking for a tip in front, and Morrow made a huge save right on the doorstep. A game saver from Ethan Morrow inside the final minute here of this third period. 20 seconds left. Power play is over. Hawks come in. Addison with contact on Yakovljevic. Now another battle in behind the net. Only 7 seconds to go. Fox battling in the corner with Evan Miller. And for the second game in a row, we will end in a tie. So we said you had your work cut out for you first stars-wise. Lindsay, for the 3 stars, what'd you come up with?
Well, it is tough, Dave, I will admit, especially Ethan Morrow there at the end. But for number 3, we're going to go with Ben Woodhouse, of course, opening up the scoring for the Wellington Dukes at the first period. Also 2 assists, a much stronger showing from Ben Woodhouse. He continues to get stronger. Number 2 is going to go Griffin Fox for Trenton, all over the ice and scored the goal for Trenton in the second period. And James White once again comes up big with 2 goals for Wellington Dukes in the first period, but lost.
Those are your 3 stars. Woodhouse 3, Fox 2, White number 1, and yes, a well-deserved honorable mention for Ethan Morrow, who was outstanding for Wellington in net. We mentioned it a few times over the course of the afternoon. Game 3 of the series goes on Tuesday afternoon, 1:30. We shift back to the hangar. Looking forward to getting back into the rink in Trenton